Welcome back to Python Basic series. Today we are going to see map, filter and reduce. And for each topic we are going to see explanation with examples. With that note, welcome to ASA Learning. In this section we are going to see map, filter and reduce. I have covered map, filter and reduce in a single section because it takes function and iterable as arguments and you can easily find the differences between these three. And it will be easy to learn with examples as well. Map, filter and reduce helps you to write simpler, shorter code without necessarily bother about loops and branching. Map and filter comes with built-in Python modules and hence it does not require any importing. But reduce, you need to import it from function tools modules. Now let's see what is map in Python. So map takes two arguments, one is function and iterables, and it returns the output after applying the function to each iterable present in the sequence. Now first let's write a simple function. So this function takes a single number and it multiplies it by 2. And now I can map this function across my iterables. So let's use map, and here I will use the function as my first argument and then I will send a set of iterables. In this case I am going to send a list. So this list contains 4 values. I will assign this to a map object. So I will call it as ASA map. So let us print ASA map and see what it returns. So this returns a map object. So here we have not typecasted the map object into a list again. So we have to typecast it as a list in order to see the values. As you can see, we got the output 2, 4, 6 and 8. Which is each element multiplied by 2. So what the map exactly does is, it applies the function across your iterables and hence all these values are getting multiplied by 2. So this is a simple example of how map works in Python. And now let's see some more examples. I have already defined a square function which returns the square of a number. So here I have two lists, ASA list 1 and ASA list 2. And in this map, I am giving the first argument as square function and here I am passing the first list. And for the y, I am passing the second list. So here x will have the square numbers of the ASA list 1 and y will have the square numbers of ASA list 2. Let's see what it returns. As you can see, the square function is applied to the entire list and it is saved as x. And do note that we have to typecast it as a list in order to return the values. And here we have used a user-defined function with map. Let's see how to use an inbuilt function with map. And here I have a list alpha which has 3 elements. I want to convert this to uppercase. So string.upper is an inbuilt function in Python which converts your string to uppercase. If I want to apply for this complete list, I need to map and give the first argument as your function and the second argument as your iterables. In this case, my iterable is my list. And if I print this line, I should get my list elements in uppercase. And now let's see how to use lambda functions with map. If you have any queries with respect to list, functions, looping and branching, we already have separate videos in Python Basic series. You will get the pop-up above. Please do check it out. So now let's create a cube of numbers. I will name this as cube map. So map of, I'm going to use the first argument as function, but here I'm going to use a lambda function. So let's create a lambda function. So this is the defined function here. The second argument will be the iterables. And now let's use the predefined list. I will use the ASA list 1 which contains the even numbers. So I will use ASA list as my second argument. And do note that I have to convert it as list. So let's print the above object cube map. And hence in a single line we are able to fetch cube of a numbers for a complete list using map and lambda functions. So this is how map in Python works. So let's move on to the next one, which is filter. The filter also takes function and iterables as argument, but the only difference here is it passes each element in the iterable through the function and returns only the ones that evaluates to true. What does it mean? So I have a list here which contains 5 string elements. For example, what if I have a requirement such that I want to filter only the palindrome values in this list? As you can see, the palindrome values are madam, ASA and tataratat. So this is the longest palindrome, so I have just included this as well. So only these 3 string elements are palindrome, so I have to filter out these 3 from this list. How to do it? Using filter, it is really simple. Let's use filter. First it takes the function, so we have to write the logic for the palindrome. I am going to use lambda again in order to make it simple. What is palindrome? If you reverse the string, it should be equal to the original string value. So I am going to write the same logic here. If a equals the reverse of its string. So this is the simple logic for palindrome. And the second argument is iterable. So I'm going to send the above list here. So ASA list will be the second argument. So we have used filter to find the palindrome from the above list. Let's convert it to list. Let's assign it to an object. I will call it as ASAPLD. So let me print the above object. As you can see, we have filtered only 3 values from the above list, which are palindrome values. Hence, by using filter, we are able to easily filter out 3 palindrome values from this entire list. So this is a simple example on how you will use filter. And now comes the final topic, which is reduce. And reduce also takes 2 arguments, which are function, and here instead of iterables, it takes iterable. What is this? We will see with examples now. It reduces the iterable into a single value. But in order to use reduce, you need to import it from function tools. So from func tools, I have imported reduce here. So let's create a list, ASA list. So we have 5 values. And now let's create a simple function, which is the multiplier. So this takes 2 arguments and it returns A into B. Let's use reduce and see what it does. Reduce takes the first argument as your function. So this is the function name, which I have created here. And the second argument is your list. So let's print this and see what it does. So it gives me the value of 120. So here it does not apply for each and every element. Instead, it reduces the iterable into a single value. So how does it works? It works cumulatively. Let's see what is happening here. So I have passed my function here and a list value. So it takes up 2 arguments, returns me A into B. So what exactly happens here is when you pass your list, so first 1 and 2 gets multiplied, which is 2, and again 2 into 3 gets multiplied, which gives you 6. After obtaining 6, again 6 is multiplied by 4, which gives you 24, and again 24 is multiplied by 5, which gives you 120. So until and unless all the elements are exhausted, this iteration will take place. So the final iteration will be 24 into 5, which gives you 120, and after that you don't have any element in this list. So it returns the value of 120. So this is the example of reduce in Python. So you can write simpler and shorter lines of code effectively in Python by using map, filter, and reduce. And now a quick recap. We have seen what is map in Python and how we map an entire list and return the values. And we have seen filter, how to filter out a list and return only the values based on our logic. And we have also seen what is the use of reduce and how it reduces the iterable into a single value. I hope you are able to understand the basic differences between map, filter, and reduce and its practical examples. I hope you all find this video useful. Leave a like, comment your queries below. I'll try to answer all your queries, and more Python basic series videos are coming soon. If you want to see Python basic series and other explained in minutes videos, the link is given in the description below. And we are planning to launch a new series, so stay tuned and subscribe to ASA Learning and hit that bell icon. See you all in the next video, and a new series is coming soon. Take a pound.